Identifying different angles is what we are going to see mostly in this lesson. We are going to be adding some activities here. So this one we are just going to focus on identify. Can you identify that this shape is having this angle or this is an angle? Sometimes you can just look at something and then you estimate that that angle is around this. So in groups of 3, identify objects in your class. So in our class here, you look around, you are going to tell me that this something is having 90 degrees. This something is 180 degrees, then 360 degrees. Then activity 2, in your groups, you are going to remain in groups of 3, estimate the angles below, and after, measure the angle, compare your answers. So you first look at this angle, then you estimate it. Just looking at that, say, this one is between this and this. Then after, you get and then measure it. You see what you are going to use to measure. Then the same thing here. First look at estimate, then after you measure. Then after, draw the following angles. This, and this. Then here, in your groups, draw a triangle with the right angle. We've seen what the right angle is. An obtuse angle. That triangle should be having an obtuse. No matter, we don't mind about other angles, but as long as it has the right angle in Roman numeral 1, Roman numeral 2 it has an obtuse. Roman numeral 3 with no obtuse and no right angle at all. Then part B, this was part Roman numeral 1 up to Roman numeral 3. And then B, draw a four-sided figure with one obtuse and a right angle. Two obtuse angles. So that's what we are going to cover. So please, in your groups, you can start, get those papers and those markers, distribute. You get a secretary to time yourselves. Yeah, I'm going to give you roughly 15 minutes for the whole work. And then after, we see, and then we go through it. So can we start? Okay, I think the 15 minutes have elapsed. So you can send. Okay, you send me one by one. You put this, which you are going to use to stick. This is group 10, no obtuse, one right angle. Sorry, no obtuse, one right angle. So this one has no obtuse, one right angle. No right angle. So this is the case here. Then we have someone here with two obtuse. So two obtuse is here. Okay, this one is having two obtuse. Then we have someone, one obtuse, one right angle. I don't know what's that. Let us. Okay, then this one, let me lower it a little bit so that I'm seeing the other one is most likely not fit there. Okay, let me put this one here. Send more. Okay, we have this one is group 3. Group 3, 180, 360. Okay, and I have group D. This is their estimates. This is group D. And I have group 1, one right angle, triangle with a right angle. I think this is the case here. Okay, with the right angle. So this is okay. So that's the case. Then I have which groups are these? Okay. An obtuse. So this one is an obtuse. So let me put it here. I think people can see if I put it here. An obtuse. Then this one is dealing with the estimates. Okay. This one is estimated. And this one is estimated. So this one is supposed to be here. Then this one is supposed to be where? 30 degrees. So this one is supposed to be here. Okay. Then this one is going to be here. According to what I'm saying. This one estimated, measured, and then estimated. So this one is supposed to be here. Okay. then this is supposed to be here. So those are the groups we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 groups. So that's how they presented their work. So let us start. Okay, can we now extend the work? Then we start seeing what we can add on or remove. Okay, so in group 3, identify objects in your class that are having, that make 90 degrees, 180, then 360. So this one they are having, group 3, they have class corners, 90 degrees, they have class corners. When you look around, are they making 90 degrees? Did you measure? Using a set square. Okay, so this is okay. Then blackboard edges, really? So the edges are having 90, the other corners also, they are 90 degrees, okay? I like this. Then we have 180 degrees. Rulers. Oh, this one is having 180 degrees. Let us see. Yeah, you see the angle there. I said that will make 180 degrees, which is okay. This is okay also. Then we have this, but we have to indicate a part of the desk, not this, because desks also have some angles. So I think here you had to put top, desktops on top of the desk. So the 360, they failed to get something. Really? You can't find anything with 360? Is there anyone who can find something with 360? Yes. Bottom of the bottom. Of course, yeah. Let me use. How do you give me that bottom? You give me this bottom. Okay. I think you can see the bottom of this bottom here. You see? It has 360 degrees. That's okay. Bottom of the bottle. Okay, which other thing? Yes. A coin. How many one with a coin? Okay, a coin. A coin, yes. That is also okay. So here you add a coin, then bottom of the table, and so on. So I think we can leave that. So this one is supposed to be taken, each is supposed to take 1 mark. So 3 out of 3. If they had that. So here I expected at least 1, at least 1, at least 1, but that's what I expected. Okay, when we come to this group, this is group F. In your groups, estimate the angle below and after measure the angle, compare your answer. So they first estimated that this angle is 5 degrees, but when they measured, they found out it's 45 degrees. So these angles are in real nice kind. I think we can look at them. So me, when I put here, mine, yeah, is 45. When I measure, it's 45, and then it's also 45. But they estimated 30 degrees first, but yet it was 45. Now, in your, I'm going to give you an exercise. You go and measure your accuracy, cut it to the level of accuracy. If you had this and then you estimated this, if this was the actual, this was the estimate, you can calculate the accuracy, the percentage accuracy of your estimate. Yeah, I'm adding this. You're going to do it individually. So you will look at the estimates you made, you can measure the percentage accuracy. Then number 2, they estimated 130, but measuring. So this one they call it, when you have salary, the angle is supposed to be 45. This one we are calling it underestimating. So here you underestimated. You had 30, you estimated the 30, it was supposed to be 45. So here, they estimated 130, yet the angle was 120. Yeah, when I try to measure, 125. So what do we call that? We have seen that this one is of underestimating. What about this one? When you measure something, which you estimate something bigger than what the actual thing is, overestimating. We can look up for her, overestimating. So here, this group F, they overestimated, yet they measured it, it's 125 degrees. Okay, so for these correct measurements, you give, for estimates, you give, but some people are, okay, For measuring this one accurately, let us give 2 out of 2. So you give them a mark here for the measurements, then a mark here for that measurement there. I think now you can see they are almost close to this, but this one the obvious method, the nice method. So at least without being default something. Okay, but I think at least the idea you can see they are at least in the range of acute angles. Okay. Then here, draw the following angles. They have 30 degrees. From here, 30 degrees. Can you measure? Anyone of the protractor, I measure the angles they drew. So I'm going to use there. So when I measure this, I get 30. So every group, if you have another group this work, try to measure and see. So these ones are having 30, so they are going to take a tick. And then 120. Okay, so they are getting their marks here. So this is a good. Then also this is very okay. So here they are taking 2 out of plus if they measured this right. So this was supposed to be. So here we give 2 over 2 because they had only 2. Where's the part 3? You have it. Okay, no problem. So group 8. Now, group 8 is drawing angle 30 differently. For them, they are saying from here after they measure the 30. But they are starting from here up going this side. But here they had this group D, they had from here up to here, they are going 30. How can you comment about this? Is this wrong? And I wanted to give a reason. It's wrong. Why? Someone is saying it's wrong because it's starting from the left. Okay, so that's the. You can measure something right even if you start from right or right. So that's not the answer we expected. Can you make it clear? Okay, anyone tell pa? Okay, yes please. Is right. Why? Because we measured it from left and the angle is 30. So we can also measure from the left. That is not problem. That's not a problem. So when you start, when you are measuring from the left, you start from 0. And when I measure here, their angle is right. So this one is also okay. Then 360, to this 30 from here up to 3. So meaning, you first measure this angle, then the balance will be that. This is also okay. Now, these ones are also taking, if they have all the 3, they are taking 3 out of 3. Now, in your exercise books now, in your notes, I want you to calculate for me the balance. What will be the balance? 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 The angle to this side. This one I want the balance if these two from the whole, from a full angle. I want the balance from the full angle of these ones. Okay. When you come in this one, I have group 1. Triangle with a right angle. So they made it 2. Triangle with a right angle. So we have this, we have this. This is all of them are okay. So this is okay, this is okay. But we wanted only 1. So you can put it this side as long as you are showing that this is a right angle. The right angle. Why are I putting this? It's a sign for 90 degrees. So this is the sign for 90 degrees. Can you clap for that group? Okay, it's a sign for 90 degrees. You can also draw it when it's like, you can also draw it when it's like this. This is also, as long as this is 90 degrees, then you can also draw it in this order. Okay, so that is also okay. And obtuse angle. So a triangle with an obtuse angle. Obtuse. Okay, we said, I think we see this angle is the 30, and you see a triangle has how many sides? 3 sides. So you see, the sides are 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So someone drew it this way, and then they gave us another shape, which is also okay, as long as you said that is an obtuse. You say that obtuse angle, angles greater than 90, but less than 180 degrees. I think you can see that. So this is also okay. You can build them there you mark this, okay, no problem there. Then when you come to this one, with no obtuse and no right angle. So no obtuse, no right angle. So here, you see this is acute. This is, then this angle. Who can get me the balance here? Who can get us the balance here? This is 60, this is 55. What's the balance? Is what? 75. Is it 75? Mm-hmm. And when they're not 5, you see if your group member they are helping you. 65. Yeah. It's going to be 65. So that's the balance. I think it's that. We don't have any obtuse angle, we don't have any right angle. So that's what we have. No right angle, no obtuse. So all of these angles are acute angles. You see this is acute from here, between here and here. You measure, then this and this, then this and this. Okay, we come to group 10. Group 10, a four-sided figure with one obtuse angle and right angle. This is obtuse and right angle. But for them, they are saying one obtuse, one right angle. Now, this is not one right angle, unless this one is not 90 degrees. But if you are making this and these two are parallel, then this is also 90 degrees. So they just wanted a right angle. Whether you have two, as long as at least you have one. So if this is obtuse, then this is a right angle. What about, who can tell me what this is going to be? Then this, it can be 90 degrees. Or if this one is maybe, if this is 90 degrees, then it's supposed to be 90 degrees. If you don't call it 90 degrees, we call it a right angle. Okay. Then this group 7, they have two obtuse angles. Obtuse, are they obtuse? Is this obtuse? Okay, is this obtuse? Okay, so we also give them a mark. So this one is going to be a mark. But for this, because we wanted one obtuse, one right angle, so they take 2 out of 2. Then these ones, they also take 2 out of 2. So that's what they have to give. Then these ones, they take also 2 out of 2. And then these ones, they are taking 1. Okay, so that's what we had today. Those are the groups that presented. So I want you to go in your books and then you make notes for all this we've done. Then you try out exercise in your learner's guide. Then you present that work. You try exercise 1, then you present that work when you have made your own notes. There should be individual notes. I don't want people to copy their notes from others. So that's it. Wish you well.